Hello, folks. Bet you're waiting for me to do something embarrassing. But no. Wait a minute. Wait a second. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, gee. Ugh. Damn it, every time! Hello, folks. Let's forget that annoying, that really disgusting thing that just happened. Anywho, it's time for another epic moment in comic books. And this one is, I'm realizing I kind of been on a kick with this character, but it's Amazing Spider-Man 229, 230. Who could stop the Juggernaut? Nothing can stop the Juggernaut. I mean, Juggernaut. But anyway, in this issue, Spider-Man goes up against the Juggernaut. It's like, that is probably one of the most mismatched matchups since Fire. He went up against Fire Lord. But anyway, it just shows the character's determination and a little bit of luck. Kind of a typical Spider-Man story. This is how you write Spider-Man. This is exactly how you write Spider-Man. Now the story opens with Madam Web. Madam Web has the vision that she's died, that she's gonna die at the hands of the Juggernaut, and she warns Peter Parker. And anywho, Peter Parker's trying to live his life, and he goes to Madam Web and he realizes that someone's gonna attack her, but he doesn't know who. He doesn't know exactly who it is, and so he's waiting, and right here pops out the Juggernaut, and he's like, "Oh, who's this guy?" And so Spider-Man does everything he can to stop him. Here's what he does. He does everything he can to stop the Juggernaut, and the Juggernaut is just walking through. He's walking through traffic, or just walking straight through buildings. He doesn't care. Nothing's stopping him. And so anyway, here's what Spider-Man does. At first, he tries to he tries to kick him in the back of his head. No, that doesn't even phase the Juggernaut. He didn't even look back. And so I was like, okay, well, what else can I do to stop him? What else? And so he's thinking what else he can do to stop this guy. So another thing he does, he makes his webbing net. He makes his net full of webbing. That should hold him. Nope, it doesn't even work. It does not work. I mean, the Juggernaut just goes right through them, and he also rips some buildings because of the webbing. He just goes right through there. And so Spider-Man's thinking, what else can I do? And so anyway, he decides to make a hole. Literally, a hole to trap the Juggernaut. And so the Juggernaut slips in there. He falls in there, and he's just like, what the hell is this? And he's like, and Spider-Man, and he's like, what the hell is this? And it doesn't even hold him. He just gets up, breaks some of the street, and he keeps moving. And then that's when Spider-Man decides to make his appearance. He kind of bounces off his head, and the Juggernaut's like, who the hell is this clown? Are you kidding me? This guy's nothing. And so, anyway, Spider-Man, he's at a loss for it. He doesn't know what to do. So here's what Spider-Man does. He tries punching him a bunch of times. That maybe worked on Fire-Lord, but that didn't work on Juggernaut. I mean, it's nothing phasing him. Nothing at all. And so Spider-Man does the only thing he can think to do. He goes and holds on to Juggernaut. Tries to hold him, restrain him, but Juggernaut decides to walk through a building. And Spider-Man's not invulnerable, so Spider-Man has to let go. And look at this. Spider-Man does not know what to do. And so anyway, and he's the only one who can handle it. The Fantastic Four, everyone is out. X-Men, they're nowhere to be found. And so what ends up happening, he tries to go to Doctor Strange. He's out, and he learns more information about the Juggernaut. Meanwhile, there's an army, and there's like an army of people trying to stop him. They're shooting the Juggernaut, and it's just not working. He's just going right through, unstoppable. And pretty much, Spider-Man tries all he can. He webs the house. He lays booby traps. He webs the house, webbing the door. It doesn't work. Juggernaut goes through, and they're at Madam Web's house already. Another thing he tries is he tries to electrocute the Juggernaut. That's what he does. He tries to electrocute him, and he thinks, yes, this has worked. This is one. No, the Juggernaut's still standing. Like nothing. Nothing is stopping him. Spider-Man does not know what to do, and he's trying to save Madam Web. But everything he tries to do is just not working. And so what the Juggernaut ends up doing is he ends up bringing down the ceiling. And I mean that quite literally. He ends up bringing down the ceiling. And here, oh, for the love of God, stupid cold weather. He ends up bringing down the ceiling, and Spider-Man falls. And he goes to take Madam Web away. And of course, here's what happens. When he goes to take Madam Web, Juggernaut does not realize that Madam Web, that chair she's on, is her life support. And so she starts dying, and he just leaves her. He drops her there, and he just leaves. And that really ticks off Spider-Man. When he drops her and leaves like nothing, Spider-Man gets really upset. He's like, he just dropped her and leaves her? And he's like, I'm going to stop him no matter what it takes. That's really the few that light, the little light that goes off in Spider-Man's ass. That lights him up. He's like, oh, I'm going to stop him now. I can't believe he did that. And then we continue in the next issue. And of course, Spider-Man is trying everything. I mean, he throws a steel girder at Juggernaut. Juggernaut just takes it, bends it like nothing. Like, who cares? And he just keeps going. He's going to go down to his hidden base if Spider-Man doesn't stop him. So Spider-Man's trying to pull everything he can think of. I mean, another thing he tries literally to hit him with like a wrecking ball. And this is what he does. He throws the wrecking ball. And what does Juggernaut do? He just catches it like he's playing baseball. He doesn't care. He just catches it. No, he doesn't catch it. Actually, he hits it like with his arm, like he's playing baseball. And he hits the building, and the building comes down. Spider-Man goes inside one of these steel tunnels right here to protect himself. And he thinks the Juggernaut can't survive this. He's done. He's definitely done. He's dead. Nothing can survive that. But Lord and behold, here's what happens. The Juggernaut just rises from there, and he eats like nothing. And he keeps going and going, and nothing's stopping him. He's going to go back to his lair. And then that's when Spider-Man decides to use a truck and blow him up. So he's trying to get his attention, and he literally drives a truck into the Juggernaut. Literally, look at this. He literally drives the truck. And then here's what's the resulting explosion. And he thinks not even a Juggernaut is gonna die. Not even. But so Spider-Man thinks he's won. He's like, yeah, nothing can stop. Nothing. Yeah, he's done. And here's the Juggernaut, just like the Terminator, just gets up like nothing, shakes it off. That was okay. Whatever. He just shrugs it off like nothing. Spider-Man is literally pulling at all the stops, and nothing is working. Nothing. And so finally, just out of pure desperation, he tries to take the helmet off. He tries to fight him. He's trying desperately to take the helmet off. And Juggernaut just tells him, I welded this shut. You're not getting this off. And Spider-Man is doing whatever it takes to stop him. And he's holding on. He's covering his eyes. He doesn't want to let him get through. He's doing whatever it takes. He's desperate. He's clinging for his life. And, Juggernaut is just doing... He's trying to get him off. But he's hitting him in the back. And, the Juggernaut, when he hits hard. He's hitting Spider-Man in the back. He's ripped his back of his coat. He's trying to pull him apart. And Spider-Man is just holding on. He knows he can't hold on forever. And out of sheer luck, the Juggernaut steps inside concrete. A liquid concrete that hasn't hardened. And after this, and it's like literally 10 feet deep for a foundation. And the Juggernaut cannot move. Spider-Man jumps off and he realizes the Juggernaut is trapped. He can't move anymore. He can't get himself out. He's just sinking and sinking in there. And Spider-Man finally said, Spider-Man counts his lucky stars, and he said, he taunts him, and he's like, that's 10 foot deep. And he realizes that he's won. So Spider-Man beat the Juggernaut out of sheer willpower and luck. I mean, that is just a typical Spider-Man story. Like, this is how you write the character. Meanwhile, Blacktop Cassidy is just, he's waiting for the Juggernaut to pop out, and it hasn't happened. And that's the end of the story. That is Amazing Spider-Man 229 and 230. Just really epic. I mean, this is a character this is the way you write Spider-Man. Someone who does not give up. Someone who keeps fighting and fighting, and he is outclassed dearly, and I think that he is more outclassed here than he is against Firelord. I mean, it's epic because, one, it's a short story. It only 2 issues. That's it. It doesn't span, like today, it would probably span 4. It would probably be stretched out to 4 issues. But it's epic because, one, he just gets this great battle. I mean, two, you get to see Spider-Man, how the character is written, someone who does not quit, who will stop at nothing until he wins. That characterization of Spider-Man is just fantastic. Two, the attack on Madam Web. Because after this, she ends up in a coma, and when she gets up, she doesn't remember who Peter Parker is or Spider-Man is, and her memory is gone. What happens to Madam Web, and three, just the ending. How Spider-Man is a combination of luck and Spider-Man's willpower that he defeats the Juggernaut. It's just that's the way Spider-Man is. Sometimes he's lucky, really lucky. And it's just epic for those reasons. It's just like, look at that. Look at these are the two things. I highly recommend picking that up. It's just fantastic, and it's funny because Spider-Man tries in this issue. He tries everything: webbing, electrocution, explosion. He throws everything he literally can at the Juggernaut until he's literally on top of him, holding his eyes. Just desperate to do anything. And out of sheer luck and willpower, that the character just doesn't want to quit, the Juggernaut finally gets into this concrete, and Spider-Man finally wins. And it just shows how great the character is, just how much resolve and how much he just will not quit, how much he values things. This is great characterization. This is a really great Spider-Man story. I recommend anyone check this out, pick this up. I mean, I know when I was at C2E2, for example, it didn't work. I mean, I couldn't find 229, but it's just fantastic. Pick it up. I highly recommend it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I had to confront a certain someone.
One more chance, Maleficent. Give me that candle or face total and utter destruction. What?
You're in no position to make demands, and you know you're not powerful enough to stop the inevitable.
I gave you fair warning. Maleficent, meet the Dragon Zord. Now I doubt you even have enough sorcery to beat that.
Fine. Okay, here it is. Just tell it to go away.
Fair enough. Why is it not working? Of course, the energy that was taken from one of the power coins was taken from the Dragon Zord coin. But why, if the energy was restored to my body, why wasn't it restored to the power coin?
The spell worked when you touched the candle and it drained your organic body. Now I see. Since the power glove and power coins were giving you the energy to keep your body going, starting with the Dragon Zord coin, the energy was also drained since it was in your body.
But why is that energy not returned?
The spell never had anything to do with inorganic matter.
So you're telling me that that energy from the power coin is gone? Damn it! That coin controls the Dragon Zord. How in the hell am I going to stop him now?
I know full well you want to stop it, so there's a world you can take over. But what can I do to help?
Just go and get my fugitive subject out of here to safety. And also use your sorcery to encase the city in a bubble with just me and the Dragon Zord in it. I hope this power is enough to defeat him.